What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk more about the 355 because it is a complete and total disaster. And this is exactly what you expect from a film that was created specifically for identity politics purposes. Because anytime you create a film for identity politics purposes, it's almost always certain to fail. And that's what we're seeing once again. Even though you have a great cast right here, because all of these actresses are really well known and really accomplished and really good at what they do. Jessica Chastain is in one of my favorite movies ever, Interstellar. She did a great job in that movie. Lupita Nyong'o is someone who was a rising star just a few years ago, and you don't want to give her roles based on her talent. You want to try to give her roles based on the identity politics that she represents, and this is why her career doesn't seem to be heading in that same path that it was. She's still well known. She's still doing good, but she's a really good actress, but you're not giving her good stuff. And maybe she's not even looking for it because she might be focused on the virtue signaling aspect too. I mean, Jessica Chastain is a person behind this project. She's a good actress. She's been in a lot of stuff. Why are you trying to pander to some nonsense that's ultimately going to fail miserably and lose tens of millions of dollars in the process? Great job. But right here you see the 355 box office flops with $4.3 million debut. You also have this story over on Bounding. Jessica Chastain's all-female, ultra-progressive The 355 bombs in theaters. A sign that woke messaging is dead. I don't know how much woke messaging is. Well, woke messaging has always been dead. It's never been something that was ever going to work consistently, and it hasn't worked consistently. But Hollywood continues to be able to fund these projects because they have other projects. Say, look what they've done with the MCU, and a lot of the MCU projects that they've been doing recently haven't been very successful. But of course, here comes Spider-Man No Way Home out of nowhere, which is breaking every record in its path. And that's going to help fund these more garbage projects. I mean, there's a reason we didn't get a sequel to Ghostbusters 2016 because it was a disaster in every single way. There's a reason that we haven't moved forward with any of the sequel trilogy since it ended, and no one's asking for it because it lost over 50% of its audience from The Force Awakens all the way to The Rise of Skywalker. There's a reason these things don't continue on because they never or were ever going to be successful. Always, always, always from the start, if something is focused on identity politics, it will always fail. It may be successful in the beginning for various different reasons. Look at The Force Awakens. Force Awakens was a massive success, and I very much enjoyed that film. But once The Last Jedi got there, you started to see like, oh man, they never had a plan. This was all about just pushing, representation into the Star Wars universe. Well, Star Wars universe already had that. So why are you focused on pushing something that was already there? Why are you so focused on pushing, nonsense when it was already there? Now you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And of course, you lost 50% of your audience. So I kind of feel like woke messaging has always been dead, but that's why they're trying to hijack so many pre-existing properties out there so they can push their stuff into it to make it seem like it's being successful. But in reality, that's just fool's gold, and they're just trying to pump it up from the beginning so they can make it look like it's successful. But that's the point of hijacking pre-existing franchises so they can make it assume or seem like these things are actually working. The all-female, ultra-progressive 355 has hit theaters, and it's already destined to end up another lackluster action flop, same as The Matrix Resurrections. Based on a very loose connection to a supposed female spy during the American Revolution, the film cobbles together a handful of female stars led by Jessica Chastain as they work together to prevent a new world war from breaking out. Not the best or most unique premise in the world, and that's clearly evident in the mainstream critic scores, which are abysmal. However, put the story aside, and the question is why the 355 started out so poorly and will no doubt end its theatrical run without having made enough to recoup its own budget. It's all about progressivism, baby. Very tiny women beating down huge, gigantic men with no effort. Check. Stupid male characters who fall for simple sexual tricks employed by women. Check. Male security guard getting beaten up for doing his job just despite the patriarchy. Check. I mean, interracial for absolutely no reason relationships. Check. Girl power hero shot all of the leads. Check. I mean, it's just, shot with all of the leads, just like in Endgame. So dumb. And yeah, people are tired of it, man. People are tired of it. And audiences are sick of it too. Benjamin Lee of the extremely far left-wing newspaper, The Guardian, claimed simply replacing male action heroes with women and then standing back waiting for applause isn't quite enough. Well, we've been saying that for a while. Thank you for showing up to the party. You know, we get labeled and isms and they're intimidated by women and all of this stuff. I've literally seen people, because I criticized, I can't remember what it was. It was something I criticized, a video game. And someone said, well, he did it because he hates women in video games. My favorite game of the year is Metroid Dread. Now, you might not know this, SJWs out there that are constantly calling me that, but Metroid Dread has a female lead character because the Metroid franchise has always had that. And it's one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time. But hey, you know, don't let those facts get in the way of your argument that Jeremy from Geeks Gamers hates women. Go ahead and continue running with that narrative. You only make yourself look stupid. But that's the whole point, that we're just, not even me, but like, generally speaking, the audience, they are proving it every single time one of these projects comes out. People are tired of it. It flops with $4.3 million debut. This is just like the Charlie's Angels reboot that happened, or the remake or whatever. I don't know. I didn't see it, but you know, we all know that the marketing with that one was all about telling you, you know, hey, we don't need men. We don't need men to support this movie. And then when it failed, then like, why aren't men seeing this movie? That actually happened. That's a real story that actually happened, because this is the crazy world that we live in right now. At the end of the day, it's not complicated at all. Generally speaking, no one has a problem with female characters. Generally speaking, no one has a problem with diversity. People have a problem with forced diversity and trying to push female characters simply for your check marks, simply to check off those boxes. If you have a good story and you have a good actress and you have a good script to surround all of that with, and you have good direction, then you can have a good movie. But if you're simply creating a movie so that you can tell everyone how great women are and how bad men are, then it's always going to fail. That's where it is right now. Everyone can see it. The box office represents it. Everyone is rejecting this nonsense, and it's so funny to watch this play out right in front of our very eyes. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I appreciate the support over here. Check out our Gaming with Geeks channel. There's going to be a lot more video game streams over there and video game content on that channel. I will be over there. I've been making videos on that channel for the last few days. You're going to see more people from our team over on that channel, including these full gaming streams. It's going to be a lot of fun, so we do appreciate that. I'll see you guys on geeksandgamers.com. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.